Hello everybody, PokeCon14 here, and welcome to my 5-year anniversary video since I uploaded my first video. Actually, I created my channel a little bit more than 6 years ago on March 14th, 2009, and it took me a year and 3 days to upload my first video to YouTube. So that's why I am here, saying 5 years from March 17th, 2010. So now I am here today to tell you the history, my story, of YouTube, from my inspiration to previously pretty unknown catalyst to make me actually create my channel, up to the time that I began my first Let's Play, just about. Shiny Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, if you somehow forgot what that was or didn't know in the first place. There you go. So I have a rather long history here on YouTube. So I have a rather long history here on YouTube, one that's actually pretty slow to unfold. It took me a long time to eventually complete one Let's Play, but here I am today, a lot of years later. YouTube has been a large part of what I do, how I spend my time, like, really who I am. I've learned a lot about myself and technology and the world and things, people, and really it's a place for a lot of laughs and smiles and entertainment, playing a lot of video games. And some of the games I've seen on YouTube have actually gotten me into some of my favorite game series today. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you from the beginning as to why I eventually got on YouTube. So the first time that I ever stumbled upon this website, I knew it existed before, but I never really went on it for any reason. It was back in the fall-ish time of 2008, and that was just coincidentally, not coincidentally, of course, but the time in between the Japanese and the English releases of Pokemon Platinum, which, if you don't know, is my favorite game of all time. So I was a huge Pokemon fan then, even though I hadn't played much. It was just like the young 9-10-year-old's joy of, oh my gosh, this game series is so great. This is a phone. I could have picked up my DS. It's just like 1 inch or 1 foot further to grab, but no, I grabbed my phone instead. Yeah, never mind. But yeah, I went on the YouTube for the first time so I could look up some Japanese Pokemon Platinum stuff. Of course, I didn't know it was in Japanese and not English in that time, but that is what happened. Because there was a huge gap between like September 13th-ish down to March 22nd. So in like 1 week or so, it'll be Pokemon Platinum's birthday. Happy birthday, Pokemon Platinum! Almost as old as my YouTube channel. Missed it by a few days. So that is why I first went on YouTube, for those of you that don't know. Now, that's not the reason why I made my channel, but I'll get back to that later. So the first 2 YouTubers that I ever watched because of Pokemon Platinum were Maryland and Conroy. Those two were the ones that first made their Pokemon Platinum coverage. Maryland was the first one that I stumbled upon, and those are kind of where it all took off. I would have been fine with just watching Maryland's, however, he had like either 10 to 12 parts or something like that on the entire Japanese game, and of course, that's kind of not very many, so he skips a lot of stuff, didn't go too in-depth on his Japanese Let's Play, or as far as I can remember. Actually, we called it walkthroughs more back then, or at least Pokemon-wise, it was more walkthroughs than Let's Plays. I don't know why, it just kind of happened that way. But I started watching a lot of Maryland stuff, like besides just his Pokemon Platinum coverage. Alright, so because I wanted to see some more in-depth Pokemon Platinum stuff, that's where I eventually I found Conroy's videos too. I think I just searched more specific things, like the Battle Frontier or something. And that's what he had covered, because he had all the more specific videos of the game instead of Maryland's general, this is the game, in like 10 to 12 parts, like one batch at a time, basically. So yeah, those, so you know, were the first 2 YouTubers that I ever watched. Two big guys today, huge names. You should know them. If you don't, what are you doing here, and how did you find me, but not them? But yeah, of course. So yeah, because of my big interest in Pokemon, I did watch his, because of my big interest in Pokemon and Pokemon videos, I did watch a lot of Maryland's Pokemon Diamond and Pearl stuff, and that's one thing that made me realize, holy crap, that seems really fun. Of course, I didn't say that. I didn't really say crap at all back then. Oh, those were the days, like 6 years ago. However, yeah, and that made me want to do it myself. Like, this seems so fun. I can make videos, and then people talk back to me in the comments, and I could just be talking while playing an awesome video game, and it's gonna be great. And I totally won't get, like, burnt out on it or anything. It'll all be easy. So basically, that was a thought that was going around in my mind for a while, like, you know, I kind of want to try this out sometime, Let's Playing, or actually making walkthroughs and stuff at that time. because Let's Play and walkthrough, they're kind of interchangeable terms. However, walkthrough was used more back then, especially by me. If you look back on all my shiny Pokemon Diamond and Pearl videos, they say walkthrough on them instead of, yeah, all of them do. I think for the bonus, or except, I'm not sure. But anyway, now that you know the story of my origins of why I went to YouTube, now you can know the really kind of odd reason, kind of childish ignorance as well, of why I actually decided to make a channel instead of like forming dreams and making them something, kind of. So as most likely you'd be able to tell by what my first Let's Play on YouTube is, of course, shiny Pokemon Diamond and Pearl using the action replay code. I was really interested in shiny Pokemon around that time. So one thing that I was doing, I was looking into more legitimate shiny methods of chaining in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and using the Pokeradar. There's this one guy that I watched his videos, so it was just so impressive because he's like the best chainer I'd ever seen up to that point. And probably still now, because I don't really look at shiny chaining videos anymore. By the name of Z33, he chained like every single Pokemon possible in Pokemon Diamond or Pearl and Platinum, and I really did. I was impressed, and I kind of wanted to see the shiny on my own. I tried, and I had failed many times. Eventually, I didn't. Eventually, I found myself a shiny Shinx, and I'm proud of my Shinx. And Roselia as well. But anyway, back to the point of my YouTube story. So I'm like, hey, this would be a great idea. If I get an account, I can like leave a comment down the video, or send this guy a personal message, and then maybe we'd be able... And then maybe I'd be able to trade with him for one of those shinies because they're just so awesome. So yeah, I tried that. It really didn't end up too far. Of course, remember, I'm like 9 or 10 at this point. So I'm not really that smart and sensible of like internet behavior and like asking people for things, of course. So yeah, that message didn't get me very far. However, it did get me a YouTube channel with the name PokeCon14, something that's kind of still here today. I've heard a lot of I've heard a few YouTube, maybe not a few, I've heard a moderate amount, I'll cut it in the middle, of YouTubers that have said that they had multiple channels with different names throughout their career, which I can really pull up any examples. I know it's familiar though. But for me, I've just stuck with PokeCon14 the entire time. Yeah, so it's kind of legendary. Proud of that, I've done something. So yeah, of course, for anyone that doesn't really know, I think it was my mom that first coined the name at PokeCon actually. Obviously combining my name Connor, if you didn't know that. If you're new here, hello, welcome to my channel if this is the first video you've seen, even though I've gotten quite a few subscribers since I last uploaded. I apologize for that, of course. Now's not the time to be saying stuff like that though. So yeah, combining my name Connor with the word Pokemon, it's PokeCon. Genius! 14 at the end. Came from my favorite number, 14, which came from my birthday of November 14th. Lots of 14s. And that is me. I define myself by that number. 14 is me. I am 14. And that doesn't change. Not at all. Alright, so now I have a channel. That's great. Now what am I going to do with it? You know, I could make a video. Yeah, that seems pretty likely for people on YouTube to do. Yeah, it did take me a year and 3 days to actually upload a video. But, you know, I've had my experiences. Now, one thing that you may not know is like, okay, so when I ask what they think was my first ever video, they'd be like, oh, you could just look back on this channel and it's the Pokemon Platinum Darkrai Member Card event. No. There's one video that I made that I never uploaded because I scrapped the idea for multiple reasons. Well, what was it? Same thing as my Shiny Diamond and Pearl finale, catching Arceus. Except, of course, I had done it in my Pokemon Pearl. Oh, it was still on Pokemon Pearl, both games. So Let's Play was on Pearl, and I had action replay coded it into Pearl. I do remember that my profile that I was on at the time had a female character, and I remember specifically stating, because my voice was so high, that I am not actually a girl. So I was like 9 or 10 at that point. It's kind of funny when you think about it, that I had to say I'm not a girl. Even though I have seen many YouTubers play as female characters, none of them have said they aren't a girl. Yeah, I'm special. So anyway, back to the video. It never really went anywhere. One, because I didn't think the video itself was that good. Of course, looking back on it, not a lot of my old videos were that good, especially because, like, pitch of voice can make a video better. If it's like, or it can make a video worse. It can't really make a video better, I don't think. Unless you're Morgan Freeman, of course. Then your voice kind of can make a video better. However, but of course at that time my voice wasn't any different. I just didn't like that video, and two, it was too long. Because back at that time, like 5 years ago, YouTube had a time limit of 10 minutes, and it actually lasted for a long time when it had a 10-minute time limit. That's why if you look back at my old Shiny Diamond and Pearl videos, they're all like 8, 9 and a half minutes long. Instead of when you look at my later Shiny Diamond and Pearl videos, and of course later videos like up to this day, like even with Black and White, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and all those, they're in like 20 minutes, occasionally reaching into 30 when I got a lot of footage that I didn't want to cut out. The time limit kind of messed me up, and I can remember it being a huge problem. That's why also I ended up splitting my Darkrai video into 2 separate parts. However, I will get back to that because I'm not on that part of my history yet. So my RCS video is too long, and at that point I didn't really know that I could just, or I didn't think to, or I didn't want to, just split it up into 2 separate parts. And I think it was, yeah, too long, not good enough, basically. So I ended up scrapping the video. You might have seen footage of it on screen if I got it from downstairs, which I might do. Which also brings me back to that. My old, that's not old, but the previous computer that I used to make videos on was the iMac that I have downstairs, and I use an older 2007 version of iMovie. It's actually pretty good. I like iMovie a lot. And of course I use Final Cut Pro now, which is a lot better. However, iMovie does the job. It does it well. I'd recommend iMovie if you have a Mac. But of course I didn't know how to use it, and I remember in one video, okay. I'm not there yet. I gotta remember that. Actually, I'm gonna say this now because I know I'm gonna forget later. In part 5 of my Shiny Diamond and Pearl, while on the topic of iMovie, I actually forgot, or accidentally sped up like the entire video. So the second half of the video of me going through Route 20 something, it's just all me talking fast, and it's kind of hilarious to watch on your screen. Alright, so now I have another idea for my first video that I wanted to make, besides one thing I should have said earlier. I didn't just want to jump into a Let's Play like right off the bat. I did want to have like some sort of first kind of special video out there, like my catching RCS or the Darkrai member card event. I didn't want to just jump into, here's a Let's Play and welcome to my channel all at the same time. I want to be like, hey, welcome to my channel, I've done that, I do this stuff, then hey, a Let's Play. A walkthrough. Back then, of course. So on a similar idea for my RCS video, I also decided to try to catch Darkrai in Pokemon Platinum as my first video. There are a few differences. 1, Platinum versus Pearl, and 2, instead of using an action replay code for my RCS, Darkrai was actually from a mystery gift event, and it was legitimately caught. Legitimate everything, which I thought was pretty cool. So I actually held that gift for months until I eventually went to go get the, member card, of course. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Before I actually went to get the member card on my Platinum game. And I remember being nervous about the video, like, I think I had multiple tries on the commentary of making my intro, and like, okay, how am I gonna start this video about, hey guys, it's PokeCon 14, like that.
Hey guys, it's PokeCon 14 here.
I've tried that a few times, and I got it down now, but of course, back then I didn't. So I finally did bring myself to making the video, using a camera, which I don't have with me, my DS, which is not right here, but, okay, so there's a picture on the screen now. That's pretty much what my setup looked like for a while. I just put a camera down, aimed at my DS. I think that's how most people back then did it. So yeah, I tried that a few times, and I eventually got it down to like, okay, this quality is acceptable. Of course it really wasn't, but okay. Back then it was fine. So of course I ended up making my Darkrai video, and I put it in iMovie and tried to upload it to YouTube, and guess what? It was over 10 minutes. I thought when I was first putting it in, or like first recording it, because I could see the time that it's been recorded on the camera, I thought that it would be 10 minutes or under. I don't know when it changed, but my video was actually almost 11 minutes long. So I'm like, darn it, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna re-record this or what? Instead of having to re-record it, actually, I just kind of split it up into 2 parts. So that's the first time I got my editing genius on, and I'm like, let's just split this video up into 2 parts. Yeah, that's a lot of deja vu, because I think I've done that with like my last 4 Smash Bros videos, or at least a good amount of them, splitting up into 2 parts. I was a genius back then too. So actually, fun fact, after catching Darkrai, I did not save. I turned my power off, because what did I do with my Darkrai afterwards? A little soft resetting for a shiny. What you don't know, or if you don't know what soft resetting is, you save in front of it, save in front of the Pokemon you want, like for instance right in front of Darkrai. You power your game on, and you encounter it, and if it's not shiny, LR starts select, you hold them all, and it resets back to the title screen. And you keep doing that over and over and over and over again, until you find a shiny Darkrai. And it took me a long time, I think like a week of, obviously not constant soft resetting, but a lot of times when I did play, I was there soft resetting to try to find a shiny Darkrai. And it worked. I have the Darkrai in my Platinum game, and I'm proud of it. So during the summer of that year, because that was in March, and my first part of Shiny Emerald and Pearl happened in October or November of that year, 2010. So during the summer, I did actually try to record some parts of Shiny Emerald and Pearl, but when I split, I remember one attempt of trying to upload it. When I split the things by cutting on the camera, like I had a 1 minute footage part, then I'm like, crap, I ran into a wild Pokemon. Cut the footage, and I'd play it back again when it started to, when the battle was over. Of course, I think you guys get it with film and stuff. So we finally tried to upload that on some weird little video editor and uploader thing that really wouldn't let me cut or put the video in. So it eventually uploaded like each clip independently. So I had like the first 1 minute of Shiny Emerald and Pearl up on YouTube, and it's like, yay! 1 minute footage of a game. Woo! No, so I took it down. I'm like, this isn't what I want. So yeah, that failed. I eventually found out how to do things with enough iMovieing. Wait a second. Now that I mention it, that story of trying to upload part of Shiny Emerald and Pearl, which at that point I think I did not make it shiny, it was just normal Pokemon Pearl walkthrough. That was before my Darkrai video, and it didn't work, so I just kind of gave up for a while. And eventually, did the Darkrai video on iMovie, and it worked. I'm just remembering this stuff now. Sorry if I confuse you at any part in this video, because yeah, that's about it. Sorry. So now that I got the iMovie stuff down, I made one more video before I actually started my Let's Play, which will be the ending point of my history video. And that was an epic fails against Taboo in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. My friend Matthew, PokePichu678, he's kind of stopped YouTubing at this point, but we still made the video. There are a lot of them. His channel, we had Professional Idiot's channel, which we uploaded to, which I'm not going to include that in this video's history. But yeah, I'd check it out. And so that video was the first time I'm like, I'm going to add a transition to... Speaking of, actually. Ha! That's actually kind of funny. So it was at that point when I decided, let's add a bunch of transitions to this video, because transitions look awesome, and it would be awesome. Oh yeah, and at that point, just so you know, I still pointed a camera at a television. That one, specifically, right over there. Because quality, I had good quality videos, of course. Yeah, I think that video is actually pretty funny, and in retrospect, just seeing like two people dying over and over again, oh my gosh. So now that I just decided to respond to a text message, I completely lost my train of thought. Getting to Shiny Diamond and Pearl. So now I finally decided to do it. I had all the things, my action replay worked, I had the idea of making it shiny. I had the camera all set. I remembered to zoom in so there wasn't a bunch of black space on the side of the screen. Set up my DS, set up my camera, and I went to work. I recorded 2-3 parts in one night, one like Wednesday night or so. I was excited. And then of course, after like in the middle of the second or third part of recording, my DS froze and I hadn't saved, so I kinda had to restart it again. However, that really doesn't matter. I just played back up to the point and like sand him down. So there we go. Up to Shiny Diamond and Pearl. I put the video up, then it all went out from there. More parts came, sometimes slowly, sometimes quickly. But the Let's Play went on, my channel went on. I could recap my other. So really, the rest is just kind of history. The history that's been recorded in videos. This is the first time I actually said all this in a separate video. So I hope you enjoyed. So that's been 5 years That was 5 years ago when I finally made that video. So anybody that's actually been with me for that long, holy, what the heck? How? I don't get it. Anyone new, I'm glad you're here and enjoying my current content. There you go, that's some backstory on me. If you're curious, I'll have a lot of links down in the description of the other videos and other stuff like that. I hope you enjoyed. By the way, no more metal on my teeth, just so you know. Lots happened in a month. So thank you for watching. I have been the PokeCon14, on whom you have been educated. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and do some other stuff. I'll see you in the next video, which will be sometime soon, I hope. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye. Woo! Bye! Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Remember to check out a lot of those links in the description or annotations for a lot... Yeah, it's early in the morning, sorry. For all those videos, if you enjoyed, get to see my history, like watch it yourself. It's pretty interesting, kind of funny actually. But anyway, thanks for watching again. I think I've said that enough times. And I will see you in the next video. And bye.